Okay. Wow, it's been a hot minute since I've been on the bike and made a recording. So with that in mind, I do have a couple of videos in mind that I want to play with. But this first one is going to be kind of personal. So I'm going to find myself someplace quiet to sit down and ruminate on some thoughts that I've got. And then we'll proceed on with our day from there.
Well, hello there, welcome back to my channel. My name's Kelly, and this is a video I've been wanting to do for a while now. I've done videos like this one about this specific content, this context, here and there, spread across a few videos, but this is the first time I'm actually going to try to put it all together into something cohesive. And I was wondering, how do I go about doing that? Do I go about scripting it, which I'm not good at, because that's like herding cats. You know, I'll get like one idea out and then everything will just start scattering and I got to try to bring it all back together again. And honestly, it's exhausting. And then I thought about just talking off the top of my head, which is what most of my videos do. And I'm better at that, but I tend to forget something, and this is maybe a video I don't want to forget anything on. So I just finally decided to ask Google, what are the 5 things that make a successful YouTube channel? And then I decided to just kind of go through the list and say what I'm doing or don't doing and why. So without further ado, here we go. It says focus on content and audience. That's the first thing. Okay, that makes sense. Now we start breaking it down. Find your niche. Identify a specific topic or a combination of your passions, skills, and profitable area. Right off the gate, I'm cooked. I like motorcycling. I don't know if I call it a passion. Skills. I'm not out here telling anyone how to rebuild their bike or custom design anything. Profitable area, yeah, no, that's not profitable. But here's what I am doing. I'm motovlogging in the most general sense possible. I am vlogging generally off the back of my motorcycle, saying things that I think about at the time, mostly. Sometimes I have a pre-planned topic. I poke around, do some light research, and then I, present it. But most of the time it's like, this is just what I'm thinking about right now and how I'm thinking about it. Here you go. So, yeah, so we're already cooked. Create high quality content, produce valuable and engaging videos. Focus on quality over quantity, especially when starting out. Okay, well, yes, I do try to make decent videos. I try to be good at my editing so that they flow and they're coherent. I don't like editing. I don't think I'm particularly good at it, but I do try to make a good flowing video. Let's see, it says here quality. Yeah, I mean, quality is really a relative thing. I think I make quality videos, but gauging by the responses, I probably don't. So be it. Know your audience. This is the important one for me, because I do know my audience by name. But as far as the adult audience, the audience in general, you all, you won't find me putting out surveys. You won't find me asking, what do you want to see? Because generally speaking, I'm not going to be able to deliver it anyway. I'm simply going to make the videos that I want to make. And that's what's going to keep me from being a good YouTuber. Because I'm not going to play to the crowd. I'm not going to have 5, 10, 20,000 bosses telling me what they want. I have a hard enough time with one boss. But that doesn't mean I'm going to try to, be off-putting. I'm going to try to be good at what I do. I'm just going to do what I want. Optimize discoverability. Craft compelling titles and thumbnails. Okay, this I'm awful at. This I'm terrible at. I am very bad at this. I'm bad at titling. So bad at titling. I did a couple of videos a while back called Road Ramblings. One got like 7 or 8, 9 views. Another got a few more, 30, 40. But I realized Road Rambling doesn't tell anybody anything. But that's because those videos were really not about anything specific. I was just talking about 3 or 4 different things, kind of what was coming to mind in that moment. So I didn't know what else to title it, because I didn't focus on any one thing. Unlike this video, which actually has a specific topic that I'm sticking to. So, and thumbnails, again, most of my thumbnails are just screenshots taken from the video that I'm making at that current time. It's like I don't really take the time to pull over, find a place to take a picture, make a thumbnail, because I don't care, if I'm being honest. And I do want to be honest with everybody. I don't care about my thumbnail. I care more about my title. And here's why I don't care about my thumbnail. Because I don't care about anybody else's thumbnails. I don't watch a video because of what the thumbnail looks like. I watch the video because the title is compelling, and it hooks me into everything else. Come here, you. We need to adjust you a little bit. There we go. And so I don't really take the time to worry about my thumbnail. Now, the last few videos, 3 or 4 videos that I put out, I have tried to make a better thumbnail. But those were kind of rare occasions. I get back to just vlogging on the way home from work. What do I do there? There's nothing I can do with that, except for maybe start making AI-generated thumbnails. I don't know. So, yeah, thumbnails make me bad. Titles make me bad. Incorporate keywords into your video titles. That goes back to knowing how to title better. Descriptions. I try to do a good description on what my videos are about. Tags. I've just barely started tagging, so I don't know if it's actually making a difference or not. But again, my video content is such, it's hard to know how to tag it. Like, I plan on doing a video about Indian being sold. That'll be pretty easy to tag. This one, not so much. Not so much easy to tag. Promote your content. Share on other platforms. I'm not on any other platform. I'm not on IG. I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on TikTok. I'm not anywhere else. Big Cat Motovlogs is only on YouTube, and that's all it will ever be. Engage with your community. Respond to comments. Now that I do. I'm very good at responding to comments. As few and far between as they are, TD205, looking at you, thank you. I will always respond to a comment, and if there seems to be a wider conversation there, I'll try to have a conversation with somebody. I responded to a lot of the comments, almost all of them, I think, from my Vaquero motovlog, from Harley Davidson is Woke, That generated a lot of buzz. So I mean, I will engage with people that drop a comment, but I'm not necessarily attempting to build a community. That feels fake when it's online, and I don't like feeling fake. Maintain consistency. This is a real clinch pin for me. I am not a consistent person. I am so consistently inconsistent, it's record breaking. But establish a schedule, upload new videos on a regular schedule. My videos generally go up Wednesday midnight. Just a random time I picked. It seemed like when I first started this, that worked out really well, because honestly, that gave me a couple of days in the week to try to put together a vlog, the weekend to edit. Then I could, play with it if I needed to, and then Wednesday I could upload it. So that just kind of stuck. Now, I don't do it every single Wednesday. I did at the very beginning. I was busting my butt trying to get up a video every Wednesday. And after about a year of that, it really started stressing me out, because I'm not intuitively a creative person. And so, I would literally almost have anxiety attacks as soon as I uploaded a video. And I'm like, oh no, I don't even know what I want to do next. I don't know how I'm going to do it next. I don't know, there's all this mental chaos, and I don't need it. So at the beginning of this year, I actually ghosted my channel. Like I didn't film anything for like 5 months. And I was actually getting happier. I was enjoying riding my bike again. It got to be to where I was like riding my bike just to make a video, and I didn't like that either. So, but after I calmed down and got recalibrated, as it were, talked to a couple of people, I started making some videos here and there. Actually made a video that wasn't meant to be published, but broke it down, edited it, and published it in sections. And so, I'm dating when my videos are being made, and then which why you'll see like a date tag now on the very front end of my video, and it may not match when the video actually drops. In fact, it won't at all. But I find myself kind of liking this, picking a day, doing a long ride, maybe popping out 2 or 3 videos, and then slow dripping them out. That kind of keeps the stress on myself down. But that also means I won't be consistent. There may be a month or 2 where I don't post anything, especially with winter coming up now. I may have to change to doing something, sitting on a chair, making a video like this where I'm just talking into the camera. This isn't my favorite thing, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens out there in the motorcycling world, or if something compels me enough to want to talk about it. At that point, I may just quit talking about motorcycles, because current events is so much more exciting. We'll see. I don't know. Be consistent in branding. Maintain consistent tone, style, overall brand identity. I don't even know what that means. Honestly, I don't know what that means, so I don't know what I'm doing with that. Analyze and adapt. Pay attention to the metrics like watch time, audience retention, and subscriber growth. I don't pay attention to any of that at all. I don't look at the analytics. I don't do any of that. Adapt your strategy. Nope, not adapting my strategy. I'm going to keep making the videos I want to make the way I want to make them. So yeah, there was something else that said, click-through rate. I don't know what a click-through rate is. I don't pay attention to any of the analytics, because I know if I actually did what these things were doing, it would fundamentally change why I have this channel in the first place. And then I would have to actually treat it serious, like a job, not do what I want to do, try to find things to do what the crowd wants me to do, analyze my analytics, tweak my approach, which I don't even know how I would do that, to make the channel grow better. And this is not a thing I want to do. So that leads to this last half of this video. Why do I have this channel? What am I even doing here? So let me close my phone because I'm done with the YouTube. Now I'm just going to talk off the top of my head. I did not script any of this. Now I'm just talking from me to you. After hearing all this, you have to ask, who is this channel for? Who is it for? Well, that's easy. It's for my grandchildren. Quite literally, it's for them. Most of them, like they're the oldest one is 11, and they just go down from there. So a lot of the stuff I do they won't even understand for now. After that, it's for my kids, and then after that, it's for anybody else who wants to hop on this casual crazy train of inconsistency and non-excitement, I guess, and just hang out. So then, if it's for people that are too young to understand and really know what's going on, they just know they like seeing Grandpa on a motorcycle, they think that's cool, why am I doing it at all? I mean, how are they benefiting from this, right? What's the return on investment? Well, what I'm doing is twofold. I'm establishing in my own way, the only way I can right now, a type of legacy. And that legacy is based around this idea that modern families have been so atomized, so broken apart from each other and from their own history, that it feels like a lot of these newer generations that are coming up are just like driftwood in an ocean being kind of tossed around however way, because they've got no anchorings to who they are as a people and as a family and in their past. And I feel like the ramifications of that societally have been devastating. And while I'm not trying to save society with my little gig here, I am trying to impact my own family. Now, this is important to me because we are so spread out geographically. We are literally spread out across continents at this point. And so this is the only way that I can communicate long form, real time, what is going on. And the reason why I'm doing it now with my grandkids being so young is no one is guaranteed physically or mentally a tomorrow. And so while my body is able and while my mind is still my own, I want to be able to tell my stories, have these adventures, share them with these kids, even before they know what to do with any of this, while I actually can. That's important to me because, I mean, I've already been in one motorcycle accident that took me down for a full year. I'm watching, my dad is gone. He died in 2014. My mom is got stages of dementia kicking in. So, I mean, at 57, I want to do this before I can't. And I don't mean that to sound morbid. I'm just being real. And then the other thing, and probably even the more important thing, is while I can, I want to show from a point of view that only decades of living can show, threads of grace that God has shown my family from even before me, through my kids and into my grandchildren, and hopefully beyond them. And, what my family line was like before God intervened, and then when God saved me, and how that changed me, and how that changed the dynamic of this family, and that gives insight to my grandkids when they're older and they want to know why they're being raised the way they're raised and why they're being raised differently than maybe some of their peers, although right now all their peers are being raised in the same general mindset. When they get out into the wider world, I hope that this thread of grace can be made clear to them. as to how we went from over here to over here, and in our thinking and our theology and our morals and all that kind of stuff. And this is something that is continued on through my sons, of course. They have to teach their kids, but from before my parents to me, through my kids, through them, there's this thread of grace that I want to be able to highlight and display through conversations, through stories, through these videos. And that brings me into my type of content. So some of my content is very specifically motorcycle related. I have three playlists. One is motorcycle content, pure motorcycle content, and that's, stuff that is truly like destinations, maintenance, things like that, test rides, comparisons, all that kind of stuff. Then I have ride and chat, which this video will fall under ride and chat, even though I'm not riding, because I wanted to be more focused with this one. And then I have Sunday sessions, which I haven't done one of those Sunday sessions in a while. I need to bring those back. But so they're not related to one another, but they all fall under my channel, and they all have different aspects of my thoughts and how I think and put things together, and form a better picture of my personality for my future grandchildren to be able to see, maybe at a time when they can't see that because I'm diminishing. So again, not to sound morbid or black pill or anything like that, I'm just speaking in real terms of life that I've seen. And maybe in that they'll see some of me passed in through their fathers and into them. That's that anchoring that I'm going back to the first thing about a legacy. That's that family tie that I want to keep alive through my generations. And so I'm very hopeful for this. That's my project. That's what I'm doing. And that's why I'm a bad YouTuber, because I'm not doing this for fame. I'm not doing this for recognition. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this for non-material purposes, and so material benefits aren't going to come out of this for me. And I don't know how long this will last. I've never thought that this could be a sustainable thing. At some point, I will retire. Maybe the family will, who knows? Families, they move away, they move together, and maybe at some point we'll be together again, and I won't have to do any of this. But that's the project. That's what this whole thing. That's what this whole thing is about. It's not about me trying to start something to grow a huge community. It's me making love letters, love videos, if you will, to my family, and I guess since it's that kind of a personal thing for me, why did I choose YouTube? Why is it on a public channel? I mean, it's obvious no one else really cares. I've been on this for almost 2 years now, and I have less than 200 subscribers, and I'm really thankful that I even have 175. I mean, that's kind of funny to me. I guess the best way I can say it is convenience. As long as YouTube is there, this stuff will be there for them to access anytime they feel like. And I'm not giving away any like national security secrets. I don't care who knows what. I'm not going to give you my address and invite you over for dinner. But it's just convenience. I don't have to manage passwords. I don't have to give them individual passwords. It's easy. It's convenient and upload. And I would like to think that maybe, not everything, but maybe some of what I say, or some of the things that I have lived, and some of the experience that I'm going to bring out later on as time goes on, maybe somebody has lived through it and is willing to share a memory or drop a comment in the comment section, and and we can have a conversation. Whether, you know, something I say you agree and resonates, whether something I say you disagree with, I'm good with amicable disagreements.
So, with all that being said, I want to give my shout outs. Trinity, Kane, Roman, Noel, Tyrion, Olivia, Kian. These videos are for you guys.
Well, I've rambled on enough. This is why I'm not a good motovlogger, but why I hope I'm being the best grandfather that I can be with the tools that I have to use to be that grandfather with. Till the next video, which is not that far away because I'm on a long ride today. I'm going to put together a few other videos. You be good out there. Take care.